Hey friends, let's talk about Vault Comics #3, Unnatural Order #3, real quick, by Yost Rodriguez, Kelly, and N-Word Design. The cover of it. This one caused a little bit of a wave involving #1 because Vault was giving it away free to stores. So stores either got the opportunity to give it away free or sell it, depending on the store and what they wanted to do, right? Anyways, so this book, Unnatural Order, is from Vault Comics, and they are the same company that gives us Barbaric, just to give you a little bit of an insight into what Vault is and what Vault does. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you real quick is the quality of the paper and the cover and everything is really great. It's really great for a, let's see here, a $4.99 price point. It's worth it. Like, there's not a lot of give here, okay? Very thick, nice feel, right? But let's talk about a few key points of Unnatural Order. So basically, you have this guy that his name is Iodic, but his real name is Tommy, and he refers to himself as the Druid. And he has taken over this collider, this CERN collider, and has turned the world, a good portion of Europe, upside down and made it seem like it was like this old fantasy, like medieval fantasy like setting, right? So, did I get a hole in my shirt? I guess I did. Yeah. I'm a cat owner, so of course I have holes in all my shirts. So, Unnatural Order, anyways. #3, Vault Comics. So this guy, Iodic, has turned most of Europe topsy-turvy, upside down, made it seem like it is a fantasy world full of fairies and magic and what have you. And you have this dude, it was referred to in the first issue for most of it as the prisoner. And basically, Iodic doesn't want to face him as like had him as a prisoner, trying to keep him locked up. But Murphy is his name, and Murphy is actually, like, you go through this whole book where it's like fantasy, medieval fantasy kind of setting, then all of a sudden you get introduced to Murphy, and Murphy is wearing American fatigues and carrying a military grade, weaponry, right? So you're like, what's up with that? And that's the end of the first issue. And so then you come to find out how they got into that position in the second issue. And then this one, you get more of, well, Murphy knows that something's wrong with the world. Because like up to like certain points you were like, okay, is the world, were they all thrust back in time? And now everything is like fantasy and everything like that. And this is the whole like, fairies exist kind of thing. Or is it something else? And in this issue, it leans itself more to the point of it being something else entirely, right? So, key components of this issue. 1, the paper quality. We've had a lot of problems with paper quality of the big 2. And this is a thick boy. Okay, like, I don't know if you could tell that, but that's pretty thick there. It's $4.99. It's got good paper quality, and it's a thick boy. I don't mind really spending $4.99 if the book is good, the story is compelling, and the paper quality, it's not falling apart in my hands. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that, 1. 2, more information about Murphy and where he's coming from and why he is so determined and he is so sure that he can take care of this whole situation by killing Iadic. 3, love the placement of Champagne Supernova by Oasis. Love it. I'm a kid that was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s and 80s, incidentally. But like my formative years were in the 90s. And let me tell you something. It did not escape me when I saw, you know, the beginning of Champagne Supernova, like written in word form in Vault Comics, where the main bad guy is singing Champagne Supernova to himself. It was funny. And another thing of note is we have a moment where we have like a 3-headed dragon that seems to kind of come up out of the ground, and it's really weird. It's like coming up out of the ground, so it's kind of like because they call Iadic the druid, and it's kind of cool because it's like if you've ever played a druid, or if you know how people play druids in D&D, they're very much of the earth, of the planet, of the forest, that kind of thing. And to have this 3-headed dragon kind of like come out of the ground and that kind of thing is kind of cool. And you have kind of like a little bit of a surprise where like you have this veil that Murphy is like convinced if you go through the veil, you're going to find the bad dude, right? Iadic, Tommy, whatever you want to call him, right? They go through the veil and everybody is normal again. It's crazy. Crazy. But like really cool at the same time. That's it. That's it. That's Unnatural Order from Vault number 3. The creator scan Yost, Rodriguez, Kelly, and Ann World design. This has been one of those sleepers for me. Like I wasn't going to read it, and then I decided to read number 1 because I got it free from the shop that I went to, and I kept going. It was really good, so I kept going with it, and I'm very happy that I did. So thank you, Vault Comics. This is pretty good. But that's it. Guys, that's all I want to talk about on this one. Just talking about random comics here and there once I read them, and giving initial thoughts on them. Just kind of doing little, here and there reviews right now. And we do have the Road to 250 giveaway that we're doing. So what you want to do to get involved in that is you want to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and then you want to like and comment, or you want to subscribe if you're not already, and share the content and tag me in the content to get entered. Each thing like that is an entry. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you again soon.